Trisha Coppins, this happened in my backyard, Marcel. Trisha Coppins, Charlotte, she's in the Charlotte area. She is a state representative, and she got elected as a Democrat and changed her mind and is now a Republican. I want to show you this video because it is absolutely hilarious and awful all at once. So let's do it.
Yeah, I can't hear the video, Sham.
Well, that hurts.
It's fine. We've had these issues in the past. You know, kind of makes you feel a little old when you're just like the technology just works. Like, back in my day, shit just worked when you put in. I tried to put the tape in the VCR. I turned on the TV and it just started playing, and I didn't have to deal with none of this confingling, zooming, all this nonsense. Damn liberal media.
You're really aging yourself, Marcel, because I'm younger than you.
And my hairline is aging myself.
Well, basically, this woman, she talks about how she is a mother, and all these other random different things, and now how she's a Republican now. And I'm like, well, that's not what you were hired to do. You were hired as a Democrat. So what the fuck are you doing? And I really feel like there should be a re-election in terms of like, somebody should run up against her. She's going to be a Republican. Okay, she's a Republican. She's on the Republican ticket. Somebody from the Democrat side run. And if she wins fair and square, okay, that means the people wanted a Republican. All right.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, I mean, she'll probably lose re-election considering it is Charlotte, North Carolina. Like, it's pretty blue area. So she'll probably lose re-election unless they I don't know how redistricting works in North Carolina, but outside of them creating like a new district for her, I can't see her winning re-election, especially considering like you could run so many you could come up with so many ads to basically be like, yeah, she betrayed our trust, she lied to us, the ads write themselves.
I mean, it's just, my thing is that she was elected back in November of 2022, and she still got like 16 months in her thing. So like, whatever damage or whatever, all the negative impacts of that are going to be amplified for the next 16 months. And it's just like another thing holding back progress. And it's just like, just absolutely irritating.
Yeah, we call that move the Dave Rubin. I know I've told you a little bit about who he is. Former leftist commentator. Worked on the Young Turks, and then just one day was like, "Hey, everybody, I'm a Republican now. The Democrats were a little mean to me, so I abandoned all my principles regarding the economy, LGBT issues." I don't know, healthcare. You could literally just go run the gamut. It's never really made sense to me. Like, I understand that. Well, I understand like everyday normal people who might be like one or two issue voters, kind of switching labels. But like when you're an actual commentator, like it feels a little bit less sincere. When all suddenly, or a politician feels a little bit less sincere when all of a sudden you switch the other party. Like, it's one thing to go independent, but to completely switch parties kind of feels disingenuous.
Was that Bandit or was that Vanna?
That was Vanna. Bandit's much more of a follower. Like, usually Vanna starts barking and then Bandit starts barking after she starts barking. But I think someone made the grievous crime of walking past the window.
Oh, wow. I mean, I absolutely agree with everything you just said, and I just think it's horrendously atrocious that it's all these people. Basically, the votes are not, their votes essentially don't count. They asked for something, they got the exact opposite. So it's like, well, what was the point in voting? So you see why like things like that are what like disenfranchise voters and make them think that there's like no point, right? And it just makes me sad. But yeah.
Yeah, I am curious to see what she's getting out of the deal, you know, because I know that she was claiming that like there were some things that she supported that she felt she'd be able to get with the Republicans, but I'm not familiar with North Carolina politics, so I can't really speak. Maybe Republicans are different in North Carolina than they are in literally the rest of the country. But to me, if you want something fixed in the government or you want to fund something, you know, like that's the literal opposite Republicans do. They don't fund anything except, cutting taxes for rich people.
Yeah, unfortunately. Um and it's just it just grinds my gears. Um and unfortunately, since we're both broke, we're gonna have to stop recording now, and we will get back on in about a few minutes. Uh, yeah.
All right. See you guys soon.
Bye.